is smoke-free. And beginning today, smoking is prohibited in virtually all indoor workplaces, including bars and restaurants, thereby protecting our workers from dangerous secondhand smoke. This law recognizes that everyone has the right to breathe smoke-free air, and that no one should have to choose between their health and a paycheck. Bar and restaurant workers are among the most heavily exposed to secondhand smoke, and food service workers have significantly higher risk of dying from lung cancer than the general public, due in part to their continuous exposure to secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is a serious health hazard proven to cause premature death and disease in non-smoking adults, including increased risk for lung cancer, heart disease, and serious respiratory illness. And people have been waiting a long time for Wisconsin to go smoke-free. And some businesses have gone smoke-free early. And that's why I tip my hat to Montreal. Montreal went smoke-free in January. And for that, I extend my thanks. And let's tip my hat to the owner, John Sidoff. And also, I want to extend a thanks to the manager here of Montreal, Jory Hansen. For allowing us to have this party today. And on behalf of all of those advocates who work tirelessly, very hard in making this day happen, we have a little gift. This is a t-shirt which says 7-5-10, and that's today that Wisconsin is gone smoke-free. Phone up, Dory. And we have a couple of words.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for everybody coming to volunteer today. I do appreciate the kind gift that you extend to us, and we're happy to have you here today as well. John, unfortunately, is unable to be here. I'm Jory Hansen, the general manager here. We are under new ownership as of last December, and anticipating 7/5/2010. We did open up this year smoke-free. Thank you very much.
Now, at this time, I'd like to welcome State Representative John Richards. Representative Richards has been a leader to improve public health in Wisconsin. He was also chair of the State of Wisconsin Health Committee. He was the lead assembly co-sponsor of the Wisconsin Smoke-Free Act. And it is safe to say that without his dedication, we would not be celebrating this day today. Ladies and gentlemen, John Richards.
Thank you, everybody, for being here and for joining in this great celebration of freedom from second-hand smoke. I wanted to thank all of you who were here today, who made this day possible, because this was a very, very tough battle, a very close battle that we almost lost. And I thought that in the time from when the bill was signed to now, someone was going to do something to have this bill go off track and make sure this day never came into place. But because of your hard work and your passion, we passed a good, strong law, and that law stayed in place until today. And talking to people around the room, I've talked to people who've lost husbands and fathers and wives and children to cancer. because of smoking. And now we're going to be in a place where no matter where you work or what you do for a living, you will never have to choose between your job and your health, which is great news for the people in this neighborhood who work in a bar or a restaurant or in any other establishment where people smoke quite often. For me, I'm just glad we can come to great places like Von Trier's and the other establishments on the east side of Milwaukee and enjoy a drink without breathing in secondhand smoke. That is a wonderful thing, but it's a great day for Wisconsin. You made it possible, and thank you very much for all the work you did.
And we have a little gift for you too. This is your piece.
Oh, yeah! Here we go.
Now, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce to you and welcome to the front Mr. David Reamer, Director of the Community Advocates Public Policy Institute. Let me just share a little background about David. David has been active for many years in reshaping Wisconsin and U.S. policies on welfare, poverty, health care, and education. David served from 2004 to 2005 as Director of the Wisconsin Health Project, where he worked to lower the number of Wisconsin's uninsured and worked hard to control health care costs. He is a former budget director for the city of Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin. And he worked for Senator Edward Kennedy's subcommittee on health and science research. Ladies and gentlemen, David Reamer.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Pastor Shaw, for that introduction. And it's a great pleasure to follow my good friend and someone who I admire so much, Representative John Richards, who's done so much for health, public health, and health insurance coverage in Wisconsin. And also thank Von Trier and Jared Hansen and the ownership here for their leadership. Yesterday was the 4th of July, and we celebrated America's independence. Today is the 5th of July, and we celebrate our independence from indoor smoke. So, what a wonderful week to have double Independence Day. This is a very important day for us because smoke-free air is about not only getting rid of the smell, but about clearly improving the health of people who patronize restaurants, patronize the taverns, patronize any number of establishments, work in workplaces. And it's about the health of workers. The evidence is very clear about the health consequences when we allow smoking to occur indoors. According to CDC data, Centers for Disease Control, about 800 people in Wisconsin die from secondhand smoke, related illnesses. We have in Milwaukee, a total, due to various kinds of smoking illnesses, either direct smoking or secondhand smoke, 730 smoking-related deaths every year, full 15% in overall deaths. There's a cost in life, there's a cost in health. There also are just dollar costs that will be reducing beginning today. Estimates that smoking-related health care costs totaled $300 million in Milwaukee in 2007, $498 for every man, woman, and child. And this cuts across prescription drugs, hospitalizations, ambulatory care, the whole gamut. So this is a great day for us to celebrate not only our independence from the unpleasant consequences in terms of smell and clothing, but just this big step forward in the health of Wisconsin, the health of Milwaukee. Again, I want to thank everyone for being here today to join us in this wonderful celebration. Pastor Shaw, back to you. Thank you very much.
In closing, 27 states have passed smoke-free laws. and every last one of our neighboring states has passed a smoke-free law. Now Wisconsin has joined the ranks. We are no longer the ashtray of the Midwest. And with that, we thank you for coming and bid you a good evening.